Hello and welcome back to Factorio. Uh, Settings have been changed, stuff has been done. Um, we are on episode 4 of this now. It's pretty good. Uh, right. Will I just straight up put this here? Will it do anything? No. It's unfortunate. These are literally useless. Okay. Right. So we're actually going to need this be where we craft the walls and then move them over to here. Okay, well, we're gonna need this to be on a underground conveyor belt network of hell. Just get it over there. I mean, that underground conveyor network is actually gonna be a lot easier than I thought it would. Nice. I mean, I guess technically I could, for now, disable the steam engines entirely. Just so that at night we actually lower pollution intake or output by just straight up cutting off the engines. Which basically means that during the day, our output will be a lot better, but at night, we'll basically have no pollution happening, which should drastically reduce the pollution because during the night, it'll basically be soaking it up. If anything, I think it'll stabilize, maybe, just about, or maybe even recede quite a bit. But it's definitely going to be a thing. Oh yeah. 11 megawatts during the day. That's not bad. Oh boy. They are not perfect, are they? Nope. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Because that just means we have to. That just means we get to move this down one. So we can do this. This means I get to do that. Yay. Nice. There we go. During the night, we are going to be slowly dropping pollution. Because as our power drains, and our satisfaction drops, all of this starts going down. No, I should probably do this. And get those going. Oh, there we go. Losing power. Well, hello. Nice work, team. Uh, yeah, this is where I used only one of these on this line. Just so we get to have that. So our pollution should be nothing. Which means we will be dropping pollution at night, basically. Which is very good. Then during the day, when these start kicking back up, we'll be making pollution. But with the chunk at night being gone, I think that will essentially be very good for us. Here we go. Pound back up. But weirdly, it takes so long for us to power back down. I actually don't know if this will work. There's so many solar panels with a bit of capacity. Though it does make this back up a little bit at night, which is nice. Says, no, all bad, I guess. I am, however, going to need these. Thank you. Now, for this, I am going to want this. Which basically means I have to decide how long this is going to be, which I'm going to decide is going to be this long. Which means I need those, but eh. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I'm going to start producing these whenever I get the chance. And right now I have the chance to finally make all of those I'm going to need. Going to do that as well. But yeah, I'm going to have to extend the copper production a little bit. There we go. Okay. Can't believe I'm actually going to need one of these to do this. But I mean, it's fine. I actually prefer it that way. There we go. Now more of these, please. And there we go. That helps with the charcoal or the copper. This is a very long. How did that get online? Oh, from the short-lived moment there. Crap. Actually, no, I can just do this. I don't know. Right. Okay. This is okay. Let's see here. Oh, this is why I get for forgetting my do not disturb sign. Whatever. Actually, I think that's enough solar panels for a long time right now. Because at this point, we're not even like losing all of our power. Well, actually, our pollution has gone down slightly, which is nice. Uh, so yeah, we have a drop to zero every night for about what, um, half a minute? Jeez, that is kind of funny, actually. There's so many solar panels that it takes us all night de to lose all of our power, and then lo and behold, it took so long to lose all of our power that we're already powering up again. I suppose that is actually kind of good, though, isn't it? Alright, well, we have all of those functioning now. And it's starting to back up a little bit. Now we're starting to have this back up slightly, which internally is good. Um, does mean we are finally producing more than we are using. Right, yeah, we're actually making more than we're using now. 800 to 762. Nice. Okay. Right, that actually probably means our iron is backing up now, right? Let's see. Yeah, we're actually backing up iron too. Good. That is because of this, isn't it? Okay, right. Well, we need this. Uh, we're also going to need some copper, which we do have copper, so that's going to be easy. And we have our stone coming over. We do need coal. Hmm. Right, okay, so we have that, which means we need steel over here, which we do have steel. So we have steel. So steel, copper, wall. Well, no, gun. And then we'll need a wall to go here. We'll need this, 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 and then this goes this way. Honestly, I suppose we don't really need any of that there. There we go. Okay. Right. So that's one. Suppose technically I could do this and have this one slowly make for that side too. Right. We're also gonna need copper. Right? Yeah. Actually, yeah, if this needs to be copper, I should probably make this into the copper belt. And this one into steel. That would just be simpler, to be honest. There we go. Okay. Right, so that is actually two of those done, right? Wall comes over here. And this will eventually be grenades. And then this will be where our research goes. That's where your research goes. Next up will be grenades, which is iron, plate, and coal. Which ironically is all here. Which means if I move this back one, I can actually just straight up make this here. And then do this. There we go. Right, now that worked out perfectly, though probably will need two of these. One for this, one for this here. Put that there. Make this into Granada. Oh yeah, don't make plenty. I mean, if it doesn't, I can always just extend that. Because since I have the belt making it right here, oh, we're straight up hurting on steel. Okay. We're not hurting on it, we just moved this around, so. Iron is a bitch. There we go. I mean, this was like the quickest time for me setting up one of these ever. I've actually never set one of these up so quickly. Now we'll need another one of these going to this side for these. And then these will be needed here, here, and here. Here, here. We'll need quite a few of those. One here, one here, one here. One here, one here, and one there. There we go. Next up, boop. And that is how you make research. Let there be science. Now, I actually do have a strong feeling I will need more of those, so 1 and 2. There's no way I can actually do that without moving this. I mean, technically I don't need this, because what I was using it for... Technically, actually, it doesn't work, whatever I'm using it for, so... Free shit. Yay, I guess. It actually means I can do... One, two... Here, here... Grenade. Grenade. Actually, yeah, move this. And then we get rid of that abomination. Put third one here. Grenade. Yeah, those should easily power that. Right. Okay. So we're gonna need you here, you here. Oh yeah, I genuinely realized I just did not need that there. Okay. Alright. So I need 3 of these. This going... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And these get to be this. And now we should be making military science. Which first 2 things I'm going to do is that. First pack's on the belt. Nice. Now we have 4 of those making these. So actually I might have to get rid of these to do this. Oops. So that I can do 2 more of these, because I think these make slower. So doing this, that, this, this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Nice. Now that should be that. But up next, I am actually definitely going to need oil for pretty much everything else. It is going to end up being oil. So, yeah. But hey, we do now have military research being produced, which is good. How long have I been going? Quite a while. Yeah, we'll keep going. Right. This is actually really good. I wonder, maybe if I just do like the super pipeline. Super pipeline, do 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 do. Yeah, the super pipeline. Because the super pipeline, in theory, wouldn't have any issues. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the super pipeline. Actually, no. I'm going to try to go over here and hook up to this cliff here. And then swing this around, maybe. If I can help it, anyways. But that doesn't matter right now. I mean, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I am going to actually go this way. Because going this way basically gives me... So if I can go this way and go across here... Actually, I'll go down a little bit more and do this. Just so I don't have to worry about them. But yeah, I want to enclose this, maybe. I mean, I could make a train, but I feel like... Yeah, I think I will make a train. But yeah, I am actually going to have to go down further, which makes me kind of angry. Alright. From here to here, I do hit the water. Okay. Let's go a wee bit more. Oh, yeah. I really don't like that I have to cut all these down, but I kind of had to cut all these down. Beautiful. So it's on the same level too. That's kind of nice. Right. I do need more gun turrets. I do need more inserters. Don't need much else, to be honest. Oh, great. We need more coal. Never would have seen this coming. There we go. Let's see how many I can fit here and here. So we are gonna need it. There we are. That should help the coal. Also, it is kind of nice that this happens. No, are we actually out of coal? Like, good and proper? Oh, shit. That kind of tells me I should probably disconnect this line. Have that only feeding furnaces right there. Okay. Well, hey, we're actually kind of backing up now. There you go. Okay. All right. We do, in fact, definitely need. Alright, inserters, check. Gun turrets, check. I'm actually gonna do 100 of them. Just because we'll always need gun turrets. And that should be that. Now we just have to load these. This is actually on the same level then. Doesn't necessarily matter how it is, does it? And doing this. Doing this. This game doesn't have a lot to talk about unless I start doing tutorials, which do not copy what I do. This is not pro strats here. God, I really do record these in advance, don't I? But oh wow, it's like 3 off. That's funny. Okay. Should probably do that. Eh. Nice, there we go. And then this is a very much closed space now. Oh, hang on a minute. One of these is wrong. It was you. Oh crap, all of these are wrong. Okay. So actually, this might not be as a smooth transition as I thought. I mean, it'll be fine. Yeah, this is still very much fine. And almost. But that does basically close up this line, which is nice. Oops. Right. Yeah, we'll have to go up there and fix that too. Keep on meaning to do it, and I just don't. Do 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 do. There we go. Next up is getting those last few turrets. And then we'll be all set to go. At least for the first wall. And then we have to figure out where and how our railroad track is going to get us oil. I'll leave that for the next episode, though. I'll have to leave that for the next episode because we're at another 51 minutes. It's going great. Doing fantastic. Oh, nice. Cozy. Okay. So, well, we have our little cube here. Kind of looks like a weird hat. But that doesn't mean we're all closed up, and I think I'll have to make my railroad go through here and then come over here. But once we do that, we'll have to set up a weird little line of ammo there, basically using the ammo from the ammo belt to fill up a few chests worth of ammo for the train. Actually, easier than you think. Oh yeah. I mean, right now we are definitely making it, but damn it. Alright, we do need more grenades being made. There we go. Alright, you here, you here. Okay, right. There we go. How much coal do we use versus produce? Quite a lot, actually. Alright. We actually produce less than we use for those. Do we do actually produce more? Okay. I think I realized what it is. We never upgraded this and this. And we didn't upgrade that. No, we're actually... Huh. Also, I'm going to increase that number of how many of those we use by 6. Right. Right. And now pollution goes way down. Womp. Nice. And there we go. We actually don't have room for those two. I mean, unless I move this up one. That's a lot of conveyor belt. I'm not going to do that. Now, technically, I probably should because I had to make my research, the blue research there. So that's going to be a bit of a task. Right, and we are going to need oil next. But yep, that concludes this episode. Thank you for watching and have a very wonderful day.